We have a $17 trillion total addressable market. I laugh just as much as probably you do when you hear things like this. We always brag about these large TAMs, these large total addressable markets that we could tackle. And if we just gained 1% market share, man, this would be a $100 billion company. Well, the reality doesn't work like that. And after working with over 60 B2B software and service customers, I can tell you that very rarely do I ever see a total addressable market that we can actually reach out to. But let me take it a step deeper for you. See, the next level here from TAM, if you go one layer deeper, is called SAM. And no, it's not a person. It's the serviceable addressable market. Now, this is the number that people really like now because we have a number of people we can service. That's what serviceable addressable market means. It's the number of companies that our products and services could actually be sold to. So we have a smaller number, but man, this is a lot better of a number because a serviceable addressable market means we can actually service those customers. Well, what if I told you there was actually a number even more important, a little bit narrower, deeper, if you will? Well, that would be interesting, right? Because that could potentially give us even more clarity on what we could expect as far as revenue and conversion from that market. Well, that number does exist, but you've never heard anyone talk about it until today. Let's dive right in. This number is the Contactable Serviceable Addressable Market, or CSAM. What this is the percentage or the number of companies within your serviceable addressable market that you can actually get contact information of. You see, just having a large SAM doesn't mean you're going to be able to reach out and convert the entire serviceable addressable market. In fact, you're probably only going to be able to reach out to a very small percentage, or over a long period of time, you're going to be able to reach out to a larger percentage of that SAM. CSAM is a bit different. What it requires you to do is actually find out how much data you can get on your SAM. How many individuals do you have that you can reach out to? That means you have their email, you have their phone number, because without those things, you don't really have a real market penetration number. Sure, you do technically because you know we can service 100,000 companies, but if you can only get contact data on 30,000 companies, then what is the real number we should be looking at? Of course, if we get 100% of the 30,000, then we have 30% penetration into our serviceable addressable market. But we need to get 100% market share of the folks we can get contact information of. That's a tall order, and that will take time. So here's what you do. You have your total addressable market, the broader market that you can target. You have your serviceable addressable market. These are the companies that you can actually sell to today because you have products or services that can be sold to them. And then I want you to go one layer deeper and outline your contactable serviceable addressable market, your CSAM. Now, in order to do this, you're going to collect as many websites as you can. And I usually use websites because it's the easiest to give to a data provider to figure out what their coverage is. Get as many websites of companies that you can sell to. So let's say in your SAM, you have 100,000 companies, and then we'll stick with our same example and go to 30,000 websites. So now you have websites on 30,000 companies. You get all of the data providers you can to see what percentage of that 30,000 they're able to match, meaning they're able to get contact information for. So let's say you sell to the CEO of these companies. You give these 30,000 websites, you tell the data provider, I need to know how many CEOs of these companies you're able to get emails and mobile numbers for. So then that way we can do outreach against those. You give that list to all of the data providers you can. What you may find is that out of the 30,000, you're really only able to get contact information of 20,000. Now, if you're going to model out your sales team, that 20,000 CSAM is incredibly important because it represents what you can actually give a sales team to work. If you are operating off SAM or worse, TAM, you are having an unrealistic understanding of how many reps you need and what efforts you need those reps putting in order to generate the outcomes that you're looking for. So Long story short, go deep with your TAM SAM down to the CSAM so you know exactly how many leads you can give a sales team so you can properly model how many people you need and what your penetration into the market will look like by the end of a year, 2 years, and beyond.